Man, you want to hear
stared
some
at the
crazy?
TV for
You want to
that.
hear some crazy like scandal? No, it's not even scandal shit. Just bizarro shit. Have you guys seen the eel thing? Oh my god, this is.
Oh my god, I saw that. That's crazy.
With the funnel and the girl.
Yeah.
She takes like I'm going to do a commercial with this. There's this Asian chick who, and this is on like a nasty gross out video sort of thing. She's got these little tiny baby eels that she sticks up her ass. No, she
my
sticks them
God.
up her ass, dude. Yes.
No, I didn't see that.
And a lot of them too. A whole lot of them. Like, I mean, you know, when.
Wait, mine was on the National Geographic Channel.
No. This is some like super ill type shit. She has these, and I mean they're probably about, I don't know, 2 inches long, 3 inches long, something like that. Little baby eels.
But
She sticks them up her ass.
I
Yes,
understand, but I'm looking
with a funnel,
I'm looking for them coming out.
dude. And when they come out,
They're alive?
there's like 40 of them, 50 of them, and yes, I imagine they're still alive.
They multiply in her
shitting
ass.
eels.
No, they don't like multiply. There's just a lot of them that she put in there.
Oh, I thought you said she put 3 eels in her ass and 50 came out.
No.
She produced.
She put like right. While they're in there, you know, there's a gestation period.
It's called sick bitch. You know what I mean? That's what it's called.
Oh my God, it's just the foulest of the foul.
Well, I got some shit I want to put in there too.
They're fucking
You know?
eels shooting
See
out of
how
her
it
ass.
come out.
Wait, why would someone do that? Because they squiggle around, they wiggle and
I have
squiggle and
no earthly idea why anybody would put eels up their ass. That just doesn't even sound right at all.
wanna
Maybe
not even a little
eels
bit.
You know,
in their
take
ass.
and then again, maybe it takes you back to people looking for something different.
It's a
People
little-
wants to be outstanding.
It's a little
Right.
slimy gerbil.
We
is what
did
it is.
it because they said no.
It's a little slimy gerbil. That's what it is.
Do you remember that?
No.
Why do the kids put eels in their ass? No one can hear with eels in their
That
ass.
sounds like a horror movie.
I've never heard
Eels
this.
in
No.
their ass.
Like,
They did it because we said no.
No, I've never heard that song,
Well,
and I've never heard
yeah.
of kids putting eels in their ass. No, never.
that's even gross.
That is gross.
I think
You
it's
know?
put beans in your nose.
Even beans in your nose, I've never heard of.
Or
No,
beans in your ears, actually.
beans in your ears.
Well,
no.
I would think that would make the news. You know?
Eels in her ass.
Well, it would make the news. Anything that is so
Well,
different
supposedly-
and so freaked like that would
Yeah.
definitely make the news.
Definitely if the
Supposedly,
kids
so
put the
why-
eels in their ass.
Supposedly, Richard Gere had a. You didn't hear about the gerbil up his ass story?
That's got to be a made-up story.
It probably is.
It's so popular for people to put gerbils
The
in their
nutty
ass.
professor, you know what I mean?
Have you ever known anybody put a gerbil in their ass?
No, but all the residents at hospitals come across guys coming in with gerbils stuck up their ass.
That's just the most
Into the ER.
insanely ridiculous thing I've
Yeah,
heard of.
my-
I can't even imagine what the attraction on that shit is.
Because they wiggle and jiggle.
It takes-
Why?
get
Why
all
do you need
inside
a small living animal in your rectum?
Right.
What the
They
fuck
wiggle
is that?
and jiggle
That's fucking-
and get stuck inside you. You get to go.
Where do you come up with these songs? I've never heard of these things.
But no.
Is this a part of your childhood?
Yeah. Hangers and gerbils are like the most popular in the ER.
I've never heard of hangers.
Don't quote me. I don't actually know that to be a fact, but I do know that some docs that have told me that they've seen that happen quite a few times.
mental illness. You know, but we'll talk about that much later on in the program. Mental illness.
Yeah, I
because
have
definitely
not.
what the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you, Queen.
Definitely.
I wouldn't want a gerbil in my booty.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Why
even,
play with it? You know what I mean?
Doesn't sound like a
I
bit
would
of fun.
scream and cry and just scream and run and cry and cry.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
Sexually-
even a little bit of fun. I don't even know how this got started. Pitt, do you have anything to add as to why people put gerbils up their ass?
But of course,
Do you have
Wiggle
anything
and
to add?
jiggle and get all inside you. Wiggle, jiggle, jiggle, wiggle.
You seem to have something to say about
No, I'm
everything.
just
So how do you
giggling.
not have
All I'm giggling is
about
you know,
gerbils up one's ass?
when you were talking about, because I left, it was a different conversation. I went to the restroom,
What is
Uh-huh.
that?
I'm thinking to myself,
Hello.
and now for something completely different. That's what I'm laughing at in the bathroom. I'm kind of giggling to myself, and then I come back, and you actually went to the gerbil thing.
Well, because from the eel story, we sort of eased into gerbils.
Now, I got a story about...
You know what?
that's-
Well, but hold that story because I do want to hear this story. Any story that you may have about gerbils in one's ass. I'm curious. I'm curious. How about that? But
Inquiring minds want to know.
Right. But for the moment, let's take a quick commercial break. And it's funny. I may bleep this part out, but I was thinking about doing a commercial about somebody with little baby eels in their ass.
I was set on fire, and
Oh my God!
I had to shake my head because I wanted to make sure I heard that
forgot
correctly.
about this.
Set on fire.
Set aflame.
I was not willing at first, but I got talked into it.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say.
There were 2 other people that did it, and I was like, I can't be left out. I gotta
How does
do
that
it
happen?
too.
How does
What parts were set
Yeah.
aflame, and
Well-
how did they set you aflame? I must know.
I was doused with alcohol.
Oh,
I
your
was
whole
naked.
body?
I was naked.
Your whole body,
I was naked. I was doused with alcohol,
like rubbing alcohol.
rubbing alcohol,
Shit. Okay.
and they set. What happens is when you burn alcohol, you burn the fumes of alcohol, so it burns above your body. It doesn't burn down to the skin until about 20 seconds or something. I forget the exact amount of time. So the
you got a
person
20
who
second
was doing
window,
this,
you're saying?
Yes, the person who was doing this started at my feet and put a match, and the flames went. I think they got up to my knees, and I jumped in the pool.
So you put yourself out before the
well,
20
that was
second.
the point. I mean, that was the point. You get set on fire, the fire goes whoosh, and you jump in the pool.
Wow.
But it has, you have a chance, if you want to wait, you can let it go all the way up before you jump.
If it takes the whole 20 seconds to get up
Nobody
there.
got it all the way up. There were 3 of us who did this. Nobody got it all the way up here.
So it didn't
But are
reach
they
any.
monitoring the time and they'll push you?
no, because you monitor your own time. You know when you
Oh.
can't handle it anymore.
So it didn't reach any tender parts.
I was told, I
Your breasts
said,
were not
oh
set
shit,
aflame.
and I jumped.
Okay. Wow. Did you have? Has anybody ever seen that movie, You, Me, and Everyone We Know? Fantastic indie movie. You guys should check it
No,
out.
never heard
but
of
there's
it.
a part where this guy, and this is actually how he. I shouldn't ruin it for everybody, but I'm going to. This is how he loses custody of his son because just being one of those dads who's like, I'll try some fun shit and make the kid kind of giggle. He sets his hands on fire by doing just that. Although he didn't have a pool to jump into, so I think that was his failing. He didn't, quite know how to put himself
You
out.
have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, and he obviously didn't. But I say all this to say, unless you have a pool to jump into, that can be fairly dangerous.
Let's not try this at home.
You don't have to have a pool.
Yes, children, don't try this at home.
And
all
even
right?
adults,
Adults, please. Yeah, no one try this at
Listen,
home.
playing with fire is only for the professionals.
Yes, once we get this show up and running, we will have an email box and way that you can contact us, and you can get in touch with Gracie, and she can walk you through and do the hand-holding in the world of kink if you have some desire, but do not set yourselves aflame, all right? No one, please, please.
We can bring somebody here and do the fire play.
We are going to have part 2. Now, I don't know if we want to set things on fire in here, but, we can have a part 2 to this interview. I do think that we're going to get a good response, and people are going to say, get the fuck out of here, Howard has just been bested. This little badass motherfucker, and, he's probably a very, very sweet kid, but this was just a major fuck up on his part. He gets pissy at his mom, right? Because she won't, sleep with, lay in the bed with him until he goes to sleep. They just moved into a new house 3 months ago, so he's got the new room jitters and shit like that. So he gets shitty with his mom and takes a painting that he had done for her, balls it up, and tries to put it down the drain, right? So he runs the water, whatever, She wakes up the next morning, and all the downstairs is raining. $30,000 worth of fucking damage to the house because this kid got pissed off with his fucking mom. And I was like, God damn, 30 fucking G's, man, on a brand new crib. That's just as fucked up gets. So I thought to myself, well, damn, that's worth talking about. And
Just shows you the length of the imagination of children.
yeah, right.
Like,
Welcome to my
That's
world.
my first
And
thought.
also think
why
about-
would he even think to crumple it, roll it up? Where did that come from?
He just thought it would go down,
can I-
and he'd punish his mom or something.
But
But
funny as it
imagine
sounds.
the teachers that have to deal with this. I think that when you have kids and they're susceptible to doing things like that, you should keep an eye on them. Because they're susceptible to doing anything.
I
To be quite
understand
frank with
that.
you. I'm not going to just send you out there. I know it's all kinds of dangerous shit out there. Or, I'm like, oh, I better keep my eye on her or him because I think that they probably try to pull some shit on me. You know what I mean? You kind of get my point, what I'm saying. And it's like, you just can't say, okay, go over there. You stay in here. You play in here. I'm going to go in here. I'm into my thing. I'm into me right now.
I'm gonna tell you this.
You can't do that with kids. They have to be monitored 24 hours a day. You have to keep them active. They have to be in
24
program.
hours
But
a
under
day
the-
is a little
Well,
unreasonable.
they'll burn
I
down the
don't have
house.
children.
They'll burn down the house. They'll cost you $30,000. You know what I mean? That you don't fucking have. Okay, including tuition money. Now I got to pay your tuition, and I need $30,000. What the fuck is this? Okay, motherfucker, stand in line, sit there in the dummy corner. You don't move. I'm gonna sit here and watch you with a machine
fucking
gun.
Dutch
You know what I mean?
Oh,
If you move out that fucking corner, I'm gonna shoot you. You gotta get my point. What I'm saying to you, because this is what we're dealing with here.
No, that's what
And-
you want to say as a parent.
You're not
You wanna
fucking,
say
you're not
that.
causing me. You're not going to cost me $30,000.
It is
If
that.
I may say, back in my days,
Well, back in your day,
they
markup
wasn't
is
trying to-
$30,000
They wasn't
now.
trying to. Parents wasn't trying to compromise with you. You either get your ass beat. Okay, the bottom line.
Right. There was a lot of beating is being caught,
You can
yeah.
call anybody you want to call. While you calling, motherfucker, pack your bags, get the fuck and go live with the motherfucker.
Right.
You're out of here, buddy. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give a fuck what type of weather we were having. You know what I mean? What you have on. When I say move,
Queen is like,
motherfucker, you better
grab your
move.
hobo bag.
You know what I mean? You got 5 minutes to get the fuck out of here.
fuck gone.
That's
It's about
just the way it was.
all that kid has
Now
and
we like-
owns will
Right.
fit in a little hobo bag.
Now they have it where, now you
Ride
can
the
get sued
skateboard.
for every little thing that you do to a child. Oh, my parents looked at me wrong this morning. Oh, call the DCFS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just different now. We didn't have that option when we were coming up.
I have a good friend who took in a kid who lost both his parents because he killed them by accident.
Oh my God.
I know.
Okay, that take you back to what I was saying. Monitor the fucking kids. You kind of get my point?
Or you might get
With a
killed.
machine
Oh, you
by
might get
accident.
killed, dummy.
By accident.
Okay, you too quiet. What the fuck are you doing?
Bang, bang.
Okay.
Let's get back to things that we've personally done. And I was going to tell a story that I had fucked up, not $30,000 worth, but, enough. And this is when I was probably about 7 years old, somewhere in that neighborhood. And, I'm going through my mom's shit because that's what kids do. They'll be digging in their mom's, purses and jackets and coats and, just seeing what the fuck there is that adults have because we're children. We don't have anything of our own, really, And so as I'm digging through one of her many purses, I find what I believe to be
You
her
thief.
Well, no. It wasn't to steal it. It's just to see, to look and see, get a picture inside of what adult world is like. So I find what I think is some perfume. And it's got like a red cap, so I'm figuring that's probably like her favorite. I think red was her favorite color, so this must be her favorite perfume. So I spray it on everything because I want her to, smell her favorite perfume whenever she's, and she'll think of me and think that, my boy did this and blah, blah, blah. So I'm spraying it all on her clothes, all on her bed, all on her pillows, just all on her shit, everything. Come to find out, it is mace, and I have just maced everything that she owns. And I seem to remember
You
it being
didn't notice as you were spraying.
that I would, and to this day, I've still got respiratory issues, and I think I brought that on myself. But I seem to remember it was around this time of year, December-ish, and we had to sleep with all the windows open. She couldn't sleep in her room for like 4 days, and she was on the couch, and she couldn't be that mad at me. She was like, it was done with all the best of intentions, And nonetheless, I maced everything that she owned, and it was really not good. And then come to find out, mace leaves stains, because that's also part of
Hello.
right,
CSI moment.
yeah, right.
Hey, what's this? It's
Right.
mace.
They want